It's that time of the year again, everyone. The Halloween event is yet again back, starting today for a limited time only in Roria Conquest. There are no specifics on when the event will end, so my suggestions are to take advantage of it while it's here. With that said, in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how you can get Darkrai, Marshadow, and all the other Halloween exclusive Pokemon in Roria Conquest. We've all been waiting for a year, so without further ado, let's get right into it. First, let's begin with Darkrai since he is easier to encounter. You're gonna need to have all 8 gym badges to encounter Darkrai, so make sure to obtain that badge first if you haven't already. Then, the first thing you need to do is to fly on over to our beloved hometown. And once you're here, just enter your home and talk to your parents for the first time in a long time. They deserve it. After that, make your way up to your room, and I would recommend just saving right here and turning off your autosave in case you encounter any bugs with the encounter. Then, go on and lay on your bed for the first time since you became a trainer. And if everything works as intended, you'll wake up in a distorted world where everything is distorted. Makes sense, right? And here you can encounter Darkrai. Now, just follow me and make your way towards Route 1. Once you're here, just parkour up, and after climbing up, you will encounter Darkrai. Simple, right? Also, Darkrai is not shiny locked and it is easy enough to shiny hunt, so I would recommend doing it because Darkrai is always in high demand, and the same is true for Marshadow. Now before we move on to Marshadow, since it's that part of the year again, things are beginning to get spooky. But you know what's really spooky? The fact you haven't hit that like button yet. So subscribe and like the video while hunt your nightmares. Also, comment down below, are you Team Marshadow or Team Darkrai? Personally, I can't choose since they're both so cool. Now let's move on to Marshadow. And in order to encounter it, you would need to find the Shadow Void portals scattered around Roria, and I will give you the locations of these portals in just a second, but first, it's important to keep in mind that you can only find these portals starting at sunset, lasting overnight until sunrise. The time frame is very important, guys, don't waste your time. Now, finding the portals is not guaranteed in the locations I'm about to provide, but there is a chance that you will find it in one of these locations during the time that I mentioned. So let's go over them one by one. The first location is in Laguna Lake, just behind the UMB Diving Center and below the big tree. However, you will need to have HM Surf for this location, so make sure you have that ready. Second location is in Route 9, near the entrance of Rose Cove City, and you can find it just behind the fence. The third location is in Route 10, just by the windmill next to Quagonos Mines entrance. The fourth location is in Route 11, near the corner where you can find a Pokeball containing TM37 Sandstorm. The fifth location is in Route 12, just outside of Eric's Moo Farm, under the tree with the hat and roses. The sixth location is in Route 15, near the waterfall on the frozen lake. And finally, for the last and seventh location, it is in Cosmius Valley to the left of Picnicker Laura, heading towards Port Deck's entrance. Pro tip, to find Marshadow's portal fast, coordinate with other players in the game chat. Since you will have to go to each location every night to check for portals, doing it with other players will speed up the process by a lot. Like I mentioned, you can find the Shadow Void portals in one of these locations from sunset to sunrise. Once you find a portal, you just need to enter it, but I do recommend saving before you enter, just in case you accidentally knock out Marshadow or the encounter was bugged. Now once inside Marshadow's dimension, just walk to the end of the platform and you just need to wait. What you need to be on the lookout for is your own shadow. Eventually, there will be a pair of red eyes that will appear behind you, and you just need to click it when that happens. And after catching Marshadow, you will also obtain his signature Z crystal, Marshadium-Z, and if you want to know how to get the other 18 Z crystals in the game, you can watch my video about that using the pop-up at the top right of the screen. Now let's move on to Mimikyu, White Haunter, Gengar, and their Halloween exclusive Megastone. During the Halloween event, there is a 1 in 500, if I'm not wrong, it's either that or 1 in 800 chance to encounter a White Haunter in the Gale Forest. This is exclusive during the Halloween event only, so you can't catch it normally, and it is also how I got my first White Haunter when I started playing Roria Conquest last year. You can also encounter a Mimikyu in Gale Forest with a very rare chance as well during the Halloween event that you can only encounter in Fortulus Manor's Raiden in normal scenarios. To get White Gengar, you simply need to trade the White Haunter or use a Link Stone on it and it will evolve. For its Mega Stone, you can buy it in Antian City Stone Shop, but keep in mind to buy the Halloween specific version, otherwise it wouldn't work. And with the Mega Stone being held, you'll be able to use Halloween exclusive Reskinned Mega Gengar in battle.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Now that I've shown you how you can catch all of the Halloween exclusive Pokemon, I'm now going to be answering some frequently asked questions that I see in Roria Conquest question channel. And question number 1 is, can I save in the Distorted World? And just to remind you guys, Distorted World is where Darkrai is located, and yes, you can save in the Distorted World, which makes it convenient for shiny hunting Darkrai. Question number 2 is, how do I leave the Distorted World? Actually, after catching Darkrai, you should automatically be teleported back to Midas Town with dialogue stating that you've been freed from your nightmare. If this didn't happen to you, then you should type "unstuck" in your game chat and it should bring you back to Chesma Town. Question number 3 is, are Darkrai or Marshadow shiny locked? I already answered this question in the video pretty much, but I'm just gonna say it again. Marshadow and Darkrai are not shiny locked, and a good mindset to have in Roria Conquest is that nothing is shiny locked, because it is absolutely true. Question number 4, can you catch them more than once? And I think this is pertaining only to Marshadow and Darkrai, but I'm gonna answer it for White Haunter as well. For Marshadow and Darkrai, no, you can only catch them once, and after catching it, just like any other legendary or mythical Pokemon, they become roaming encounters. Meanwhile, for White Haunter, you can catch it as many times as you can encounter it in the Gale Forest, and the same goes for Mimikyu. Question number 5 is, why is my Marshadow not showing up? And of course, I already showed you the process to encounter Marshadow, but it's always not that simple, right? Sometimes there are issues that occur and there are other things that happen behind the screen that I didn't get to show in the video because I wanted to keep the video direct to the point and simple. So here's what I do whenever that happens. When encountering Marshadow, what I like to do is stay still at the end of the platform, and Marshadow usually takes around 10 to 30 seconds to appear normally. But if you've been waiting for minutes, which has happened to me as well before, you should rejoin and try again. Do keep in mind the portal disappears sometimes after rejoining because it's past sunrise. Don't worry though, in that scenario, just wait for another night cycle and look for the portal again to try it again. Alright, next question. Question number 6, why do a black screen or my camera angle get stuck high up without being able to move? This bug also happened to me actually the first time I entered the Distorted World today, and what I did was I rejoined and then it worked. For the black screen, I clicked my hoverboard and suddenly it popped up. I don't know, it doesn't make sense, but if you still can't enter after many attempts of rejoining, you should report it in the bug report channel and wait it out. There's nothing else you can do, I'm sorry. The last question that I commonly see is, can I rejoin or leave the route and then return to change the portals? And the answer is no, it doesn't work like that. The portal locations change per night and everyone has the same portal location for that night. It's based on the server rather than the player. So yeah, I hope that helped. And that's it for the Halloween event in Roria Conquest. I made this video in a rush to be able to help you guys as soon as possible, since I'm sure you guys are more than eager to catch these mythical and exclusive event Pokemon. If I missed any Halloween exclusive that is newly added or previously existing in the game that I didn't know about, comment it down below and I'll make a follow-up video about it and shouting you out with it. Now don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also hit that bell down below in order to be notified for all my future upcoming videos. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Peace.